Hey everybody, it's Dr. Eric Balcowicz. We're back for another edition of Thyroid Thursday, and today I want to continue the discussion on the 12 things that causes people to really struggle in a functional medicine model, struggle to get well. So let's cover topic number one. No clear, realistic idea or goal of what they want. So it's a really important thing. When you're coming to a functional medicine practice, we really want to know what it is that you want to get from care. Well, I want to fix my gut. I don't want to have constipation. I want to lose weight, right? I want to not need thyroid hormone. I want to, whatever it is, like, what are you coming for? I want to get healthy, right? I get that one a lot. Hey, I just want to be healthy. Well, what does that mean? I want to get to an optimal weight. Sometimes people say, well, what does that mean? What does that mean for you? That really needs to be defined. So if you don't really know what you want, what your like a clear picture of what you want to accomplish, that makes it difficult for the clinician to really help you, because then we're going to kind of focus on our goals and what we want to achieve, and those two things may not always align. What do you want from care? I mean, I think that's a great thing to discuss right at the top of meeting a physician. Like, what do you want to get from care? I mean, it's one of the questions I ask on initial consultation. What do you need to get from this conversation so that you walk away feeling like you got value? What do you want to accomplish? What does what you want look like, right? If you say, I want to be healthy, what does that look like? Does that look like you have ripped abs? Does that look like you being 20 pounds lighter? Does that look like you being able to run a 5K, 10K, a marathon? Like, what does it look like? If you don't know what it looks like, you can't see a vision of what you want, it's gonna be hard for somebody to help you get to what that is, okay? So step one, if you want to have a greater level of success in improving your health, define what your health looks like for you. One of the big problems is we don't have an agreed upon definition of what health is across the board. The other thing is we don't have an agreed upon way to measure what health is, like when you've gotten there, what optimal health is. You know, right now we use a pass-fail kind of criteria for what health is. As long as you're inside the lab reference range, somebody might consider you're healthy, yet you could be obese, you could have diabetes, you could have high blood pressure, but somebody might consider you healthy because we've managed your lab values back into range, managed a blood pressure back into range. But in my opinion, if you have to take multiple medications to manage your health to stay within certain criteria, then you're probably not healthy. If you need blood pressure medication to maintain your blood pressure in what we call a normal range. If you need thyroid medication on a regular basis, you may not be optimally healthy. You may be healthier than you were without that thyroid hormone, but that's not, to me, that wouldn't be optimal healthy. And I know that can make some people upset. You'd say, well, I take my medications and I feel real good and I can do a lot of things I want to do, but then define that as part of your health, right? That's what health means to you. My idea of what optimal health is what I define in the book, The Thyroid Debacle. So if you haven't gotten it, shameless plug, go get the book, The Thyroid Debacle, and read that chapter on health and fitness and what all that stuff means to me and how I use that as a criteria for helping other people. So second thing you want to do is you want to decide why. Why are you trying to improve your health, if that's what you're trying to do, right? Why are you trying to lose weight? Why are you trying to exercise more? Why do you want to do it? I think that's a really important thing. Sometimes we're trying to do things for, I want to look good in an outfit or a dress or a suit or whatever for an event. It's a real short-term goal. And sometimes people want to do it for long-term reasons, long-term health benefits. But if you don't know really why you're going to do it, then when we ask you to do something that feels uncomfortable, like, hey, I want you to modify your diet, I don't want you to eat that type of unhealthy food, you might have a hard time giving up that food on a regular basis because you haven't really defined why it's important for you to change, why it's important for you to give up that food. I think the second thing to do, once you define what it is you want from, especially from functional medicine care, what you want for your own health, what increased health looks like to you, define why you want to do it. Hey, I'm doing this, I'm improving my health, I'm going to clean up my diet, I'm going to clean up my nutrition because I want to be here for my kids and my grandkids, right? Why are you doing this? Well, I don't want to be dependent on medications for the rest of my life. So define the why. 3, how are you going to do what you want to accomplish, right? Something's going to have to change and you're going to have to start defining what might you have to do and how are you going to lose weight? How are you going to improve your diet? How are you going to start a strengthening program? How are you going to exercise on a consistent basis? Right? So define your how. How are you going to monitor the improvement? So how do you know that you're getting better? So a lot of people want to lose weight and they're watching the scale to see if they're losing weight. Weight is a byproduct of poor health. So if you want to lose excess body fat, sure, there's all kinds of short-term strategies to drop a few pounds. But if you want long-term goal, if you have a long-term goal to improve your health and well-being, or to lose weight and keep that weight off, you're gonna need some tools to monitor. Before you lose the weight, you've gotta see your blood sugar improve. You gotta see your inflammation go down. You gotta see all the reasons that cause the weight gain improve, oftentimes before you see a lot of weight loss. So make sure you understand how you're gonna monitor the progress. There's all kinds of tracking devices now. There's specific sets of labs that we can use to monitor different things depending on what your goals are. How are you going to keep yourself motivated? And this is really tough. We're into the holiday season right now, and this is really tough for people to keep on a healthier diet, healthier lifestyle through the holidays. This is where things have a tendency to go to pot. So how do you keep yourself motivated? Once you work on your how, the next thing you want to do is work on your who, right? Who do you need on your team to help you achieve your goal? Do you need a medical doctor? Do you need an medical endocrinologist? Do you need a functional medicine practitioner? Do you need a chiropractor? Do you need a physical therapist? Do you need a coach, a trainer? What do you need? Who do you need on your team to help you achieve your what? Who is going to help you? Besides who's on your team, and this kind of goes with it, is like who's going to be there to help you on a day-by-day basis, right? Your spouse, your kids, your parents, your friends, because it's really tough sometimes to really make a lot of lifestyle changes all by yourself. So who else is going to be there? Not just the physicians or the coaches on your team, but who's there going to be there on a daily basis to help you achieve your goal? And then who are you going to be accountable to? It's really part of the same thing. If you're only accountable to yourself, you can always often, talk yourself into not doing something or talk yourself out of doing something that you really don't have the motivation to do. But oftentimes, if you're accountable to somebody else, you're more committed to the process because you don't want to let them down. So if you set a goal that you really want to get physically healthy, gain some muscle mass, gain some muscle strength, and you wake up on Tuesday morning and you don't feel like doing it, but you're accountable to somebody else is doing it with you, or you have a check-in accountability partner where you call in and say, hey, I'm going to the gym, or I'm going to do my workout, that probably keeps you a little bit more motivated or on task to do what you want to do. And then last, when are you going to start doing this? Oftentimes I hear people say, especially people doing consultations and discovery calls, now it's December, and people are saying, well, I'm going to start it in the new year. So when are you going to start it? Oftentimes everybody's looking for the perfect time to start to work on improving their health, to change their diet, to reduce their alcohol intake, to start exercising, to get better sleep. There's never a better time than today to start doing it. And people say, yeah, but I got parties and I got this. Listen, if you're gonna have a goal, long-term goal of improving your health and your quality of life, there's never gonna be a time when there isn't opportunities to stray from the path. So the best time to get started is today, but you've got to define for you when you're going to start. And the last part of that is, when are you going to be done? And that's a trick question. So if you say, hey, I want to do this until I can get into this bathing suit, or I want to do this so that I look good for the summer, and then you're going to stop doing it, you're probably not going to have long-term success. This job of improving your health and quality of life never ends. So trick question. Once you set the goal of what you want for your health and well-being, it's a constant path. Hope this helps. Stay tuned for more Thyroid Thursdays.